Shalom. I want to give all honor and glory and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. And salutations to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone and all the Akim that is out here doing this work and telling this truth, bringing this truth forward into this sinful world that we live in 2025. All right, so we're going to talk about the reprobate. The reprobates. What is the reprobate? Okay, the reprobate. These are people that really don't have a sense about anything. They're very wild, and they don't think well. They do really crazy things because this is what caused this reprobate mentality. Now let's see what it is. Okay, let's start. Romans 1:28. And even as they did not like to retain Yahweh and their knowledge, Yahweh gave them over to a reprobate mind to do those things which are not convenient. All right, so since you didn't want to take the knowledge, right? You didn't want to accept the knowledge, which is Yahweh Shai. You rejected him, so Yahweh said, okay, I'm going to give you over to the reprobate mind, okay? And that's causing a lot of our people to err and become what we call the 2/3, because they have now took on this reprobate mind, okay? So let's go over 2 Timothy 3:1. Now let's check this out, because we can tell right now we're coming into these prophecies in the end times. Every day, every second, we're inching closer and closer to the end. Even though you people don't realize it or don't want to think that we're telling you the truth from this Bible, you think your pastor who screams Jesus here and there and takes your money, right? They take your money, but when you need help, he says pray, but when the church needs help, he wants you to pay, right? You pray, they pray for you, you pay for them, right? That's why Christian church and all these other affiliations are very dishonest. They're just full of it, okay? So here we go. Let's go to 2 Timothy 3, and we go to start 1. This know also, that in the last days perilous times shall come. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, which we see, selfies, makeup, okay? Very vain people. Covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontent, fierce, despisers of those that are good. How many of you brothers and sisters get despised by people and you ain't even done nothing to them? You just walk on the set and they already mad at you. Why? Because you're wanting to do good and they despise you for that, okay? So let's keep on going. Traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of Yahweh. So we know that we have these people with these reprobate minds love pleasure more than Yahweh, because this is where you get your addictions from, okay? That's a pleasure for people to be addicted to something, to drugs, alcohol, any other type of addiction, okay? That's your reprobate mind having more love for pleasure than for power, right? So, having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof, from such turn away. For of this sort are they which creep into houses and lead captive silly women laden with sins, led away with diverse lusts, ever learning and never able to come to the knowledge of the truth. And that's where a lot of the 2/3 stand. They think they know who Yahweh is, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, but they never come into this knowledge. They could scream God all day, Jesus, blah, 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 but they don't want to come into this truth and live by this truth. Because living by this truth, you have to give up so much. And I'll tell you what, I'd rather give it up than have it. Because I know where the kingdom lies, and I know what we're going to receive for being righteous with Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Because I'm gonna tell you, these worldly carnal things that you can win, you ain't gonna get nothing but death. Okay. Now, I was into the music business. I was doing music for a while. I reached a high level in music, but I turned it down because it was starting to get very sinister in that organization. Okay. This is not a small organization. This was a very large, well-known organization. It starts with the S. Okay. I'm not going to go further. All right. So let's keep on moving. Okay. So we know the perilous times are here, pretty much are here. Because we have all these different types of 2/3 people going around with these high-minded truce breakers, covetous, blasphemers, all sorts of wicked people in this world right now. So why is the world so wicked? That's the question we have to ask sometimes. So let's go to Matthew 27. And I love this chapter because it tells so much about how, we, Israelites, chose wrong over good. Okay. So I'm going to start here at 17 and listen to this one. Therefore, when they were gathered together, Pilate said unto them, the Israelites, whom will ye that I release unto you? Barabbas or Yahushua, which is called Christ? Okay. I'm just going verbatim here, right? So basically, the King Pilate said unto the multitude of the Israelites, who shall I give back to you to be with you? He had two options, right? Barabbas or the son, right? Now, I'm going to jump over here to this book of Mark, and let's check out who Barabbas was, right? Barabbas, let's go to 15 and 7. And there was one named Barabbas, which lay bound with them that had made insurrection with him, who had committed murder in this insurrection. So this was Barabbas. And we know who Yahushua was, the son of Yahweh. But guess what? Guess who the Israelites chose with their reprobate minds, right? Who did they choose? So we're going to go back to Matthew, since we know who Barabbas was, and listen to what they said. Okay? All right. So, and the governor, Pilate, said, why? What evil hath he done? But they cried out to the more, saying, let him be crucified. Okay? Right? Let him be crucified. So he asked them, the governor answered and said unto them, whether of the twain will yet ye that I release unto you? And they said, Barabbas. They chose evil right there. Okay? They chose evil. Okay? They chose it. And then when Pilate saw, Matthew 27:24, and when Pilate saw that he could prevail nothing, but that rather a tumult was made, he took water and washed his hands before the multitude, saying, I am innocent of the blood of this just person. See ye to it. Then answered all the people and said, his blood be on us and our children. Matthew 27:26. Then released he Barabbas unto them, back into the Israelites. And when he had scourged Yahushua, he delivered him to be crucified. Okay. Now, this is where Hosea 4:6 comes in, where it says, since you rejected knowledge, I'm going to reject you, and you will be no priest to me, and neither will your children. So let's go there and look at that. Okay. Let's go look, because we just saw who Barabbas was, okay, and who Yahushua is, and who do they choose? The rotten one, okay? Hosea 4:6. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, I will also forget thy children. And here's where I'm saying to you reprobates out here, you 2/3, don't be screaming and crying for mercy and help and why do everyone hate us. You can see plainly right here why the other nations hate you. Because you can't choose good. You can't choose good. You always choose bad. You want to be devils, and you don't want Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai ruling your world. Okay? So that was a quick lesson on who's Barabbas, who's Yahweh Shai, and who has a reprobate minds. Okay? The perilous times are here because our people are lost. Okay? From what I see, these people are lost out here. Right? And there's no turning back. There's no turning back. There's no like make America great. You ain't going to reverse this clock and go back and say, oh, we're good now. You walked your path. Okay? You ever watch these movies talking about time travel? You ain't time traveling. You're not going back and fixing nothing. Okay? You're done. Okay? It's been said and it's been done. All right? We're back here again. Some of us are living a punishment. Some of us are living a reward. All right? Most of us are living in punishment. 2/3 is 66.6%. That is the numerical equation to 2/3. That's a pretty evil number, isn't it? 66.6666. Yeah, that's what you people ordered. You asked for it, and now you got it. Don't be crying, oh, help me, God, because you chose the devil over God. You chose the bad one over the son, all right? And that's pretty shameful to even think about. What kind of mind do you have to think you want to choose somebody who murdered people over someone who wants to show you love and how to grow as a better human being? So when I look around, I see a lot of you niggas out here, I don't fucking like you. I don't like you because you got that evil spirit on you, okay? And you can see it. You can see it. It's plain as day. You know, like you seen the movie Matrix when Neo started to understand what the Matrix was. That's how I see you. And a lot of these Akim out here, we see you. We see right through you. Okay? You're not putting on some sham that we can fake us out. No, you're not. Okay? You're not going to fake us out. We know who you are. Okay? And that's through the power of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. And with that, I want to say shalom.